Take a walk with me, Internet. I'm going to show you what might just be the perfect e-bike rack for you. So stick around. Well, hello again, Internet. Welcome back to the channel. Yeah, what we have here today is another e-bike rack from Young's E-Bikes. This was sent to me from Outfitter, and this might just be perfect for you. And so what have we got? Well, this is a single e-bike rack, but most importantly, this is light, very lightweight. So let me say right off the bat, this was the second rack that I've got from Outfitter that came in very well packed, very well protected. There was not a single scratch on it. The day that I wanted to put this together, it was pouring down rain outside, so I put it in my shop to put it together. And where I started was just simply taking the main stem and I added the riser bar to it. This is basically a little sub-assembly that I tightened down the riser bar to the torque that it should have. And that's about the only thing that I tightened down immediately when you're putting this together in the garage. Everything else, I put it together very loosely. Next up, we want to go ahead and connect the aluminum rail to the front tire rack. Now the bolts are already in the aluminum rail, so you don't have to worry. I think there's only about 2 bolts that are not already installed where they're supposed to be on this entire rack, but you just pop them out, put the aluminum rail on and tighten down the bolts, just snug them a little bit until everything is connected in there. And then you could go ahead and tighten them the rest of the way up. The 1 bolt I left pretty loose on this sub-assembly because I wanted to connect the hook for the ramp to it after I secured everything. But yeah, you just put these together. Very, very intuitive on how you do all of this stuff on this rack, especially this one. And it goes by very quickly. Next thing you want to do is go ahead and turn the rail and the front tire cradle upside down and drop in a couple of carriage bolts and just put them in there very loosely. And then you're going to do the one thing that you have to take your time on, and that's kind of figure out exactly how these 2 assemblies are going to come together so that you don't put them together backwards. Nothing difficult about it, but you have to kind of think and twist it around in your brain to make sure that, like I say, you don't put anything on there backwards. That's probably the hardest part of this whole assembly, and that's only because we have to use our brain instead of anything else. But what you're going to do at that point is just go ahead and lay the rail down, and then you're going to take the main sub-assembly that you put together with the riser and the main shaft. You're going to just set it right on top of that and screw down the rail to it. Just make everything loose if you're doing it like I did in the garage here instead of having it attached to the car. Leave it loose enough that it can move, and then you can tighten everything down when you get it mounted onto the car. At this point, you're pretty much completely assembled. The only thing left to do with it is go ahead and mount it onto the car and then slide your aluminum rail to where you want it to be, and then you can go ahead and tighten it down and go through all the bolts, make sure that you've tightened all the sub-assemblies. Like I said, in my case, I left that 1 bolt very loose so that I could go ahead and then mount on the pin that holds the ramp in place. Once I tightened down the rail, I went ahead and mounted that on there, and then I went through and checked all the different bolts, make sure I didn't miss anything and that everything was tightened in there pretty good. We're pretty much assembled now. Now this is what I would call a very light rack. And you just ratchet it into place. And there you go. So we put it onto the car. It's so lightweight, that's really a piece of cake. You just get a socket, put it in there, put the pin in, and we've gotten everything adjusted up except for the wheel chock, because we haven't put this particular bike on it yet. But let's go ahead and load it up. Take off the ramp. Line it up. And we slide that back. Lock it into place. We can lock that down into place. And then we just lock the tires in. They've got some convenient little straps right here, or protectors, to keep your rims in good shape. Now we can put the ramp back on. Secure the pin, and it's on, and it's solid. It's not going anywhere. That rack is not moving. We'll see you on the road. Now this is where the real test begins. This isn't some concrete or asphalt neighborhood drive. This is the real world. Gravel washboards, potholes, you name it, it's here. And watch how well this rack is handling this. Doesn't matter that the car is rocking back and forth, the bike's holding solid. There's no excessive swaying or rocking. That's what you want to see when you're carrying several $1,000s worth of e-bike over real world roads. It's all about confidence. And I can tell you, I'm 100% confident that this rack is going to keep my bike safe. If it can handle something like this easily, I'm pretty sure it can handle anything on the way to your favorite trail. When you do get to the pavement and get up to highway speeds, this thing is going to still hold just as solid right there. And it doesn't matter what kind of an e-bike you're looking at. This is going to hold up to a 100-pound bike. And that's going to be anything from a city commuter bike that's got 2.1-inch tires all the way up to a 5-inch fat tire bike. They're all going to be held nice and solid. You've got that ramp, you know, we've talked about the convenience factor of that before, so that's a big plus there. You've also got a 1-year warranty on this. Now if you look as we're following this along here, any e-bike that you put behind your car or your truck can start to hide your tail lights. Well, Outfitter and Young e-bike racks, they've addressed that with a lighting kit that just plugs straight in and mounts right on the back of your rack. I don't have the plug in my car yet, but I think I'm going to need to make that a priority and get that taken care of, because that really is going to increase your safety. So I'm on my way home from out doing some mountain biking, and I've got the single e-bike rack from Young's e-bikes on here, e-bike racks on here. I thought I'd give you my final thoughts. And first and foremost, this thing is rock steady. There is no question about that. You just never see the bikes move when you've got it on here. That's actually not the most impressive spec on this one right here though. Most impressive is the weight of this. It is so lightweight. It's so easy to put on and off. Now I took a scale out. It was lightweight enough that I wanted to see what it weighed. I tossed it on a scale. It said 27 pounds. I think that scale might have been off by a couple pounds. I think maybe it's a couple more than that, but then I went and I checked the shipping weight. Shipping weight was only 39 pounds. So This is definitely a lightweight rack. There's no question about that. It does not fold up. And that's part of the reason that it is such a lightweight rack, is the fact that it doesn't fold up. There's no hinges and mechanisms to add weight to it. So who would that make this rack perfect for? Well, I can tell you, the weekend warrior that wants to get out there and ride hard all weekend long, but through the week, they want to use their car, get groceries, do their work stuff. They want to take that rack off. This thing is a piece of cake to put on and take off. It sets very straight in a corner in your garage, shop, wherever it is. It's not piled up against the wall somewhere. It would be perfect in a situation like that. No question about it. Anybody that's going to be taking their rack on and off there, it's going to be a good rack for them. Right now, as this is being filmed, this rack is available for just under $190. I think it's like $189.99, so it's just under $190. But we're going to drop a link down below so you can connect directly with them, and you can find out what the current price is, and you can take a look at their other products that they have there as well. With that being said, I am not getting any kind of commission off of this. There's no collaboration between me and Outfitter. This is just something, they sent me this rack. Again, they know what my parameters are. I reiterated what they are. I don't submit videos for pre-approval. I don't do commissions. I'm not looking to be a salesman for anybody. And they said, no, we want somebody to review this and just give your honest opinion. And they were good with that. So I said, okay, we'll go ahead and do that. And so that's what we're doing. This video is coming out right around the holidays. Maybe you know somebody that's got themselves an e-bike and they want to get out there and start going. Maybe that somebody is someone you meet every morning in the mirror. Who knows? But I can tell you, this is a really great companion if you want to get out there and go e-biking. There's no question about that. It's just a very simple, heavy duty, hold your bike, no frills. We're just going to get you all there without a scratch on you, e-bike rack. So if you want some more no fluff, honest reviews, not sales pitches, go ahead and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of them. Like I say, we will do reviews, but they are reviews. I'm not a salesperson for anybody. If I tell you I like something, it's because I genuinely like it. I have no obligation to anybody on this. What else can I tell you? The one thing I'll certainly tell you is have a very merry and blessed Christmas. We're right around that time of the year again. Remember, the reason for the season is Jesus. And for everything else, hey, stay safe, God bless, and keep the wheels rolling. Once again, we're out.